You are listening to the Trooper Transmission. My name is CT3939, but you can call me Paul, and welcome to the Republic Army. So, welcome. This is the first podcast. This is the first video. This is the podcast that I'm recording for the Republic Army Fit community. And right now, it is a Facebook community. It might grow and evolve into other things. And I want to just jump right on into why I created this group, why you're here, or maybe why you're listening, and why you should join this group. So a little bit of background on me, fitness and mindfulness and mental health and how everything works together just improves you as a human and personal development. It just played a really big role in my life. So I used to work in advertising at Amazon, and then I quit, became a yoga instructor, taught at Barry's Boot Camp, became a Lululemon ambassador. And during that time, I created a business called Down Dog Athletics, and it was all about blending your light and your dark side as an athlete and a yogi. And then that evolved, and I rebranded that into Elemental Coaching Project, which is what I now do currently as my main job, the business that I have. And it's a holistic fitness nutrition coaching company, and we still work with people. So if you're interested in that, more than happy to point in that direction. But I wanted to create a fitness community for Star Wars fans, and I want to have cool people to have discussions with around my passion for Star Wars and my passion for fitness. And a quote that really drives home the point that I want this community to explore and be is when Anakin says, Obi-Wan is a great mentor, as wise as Master Yoda, and as powerful as Master Windu. So I'm like, man, how do I be as fit, right? In one sense of the health and fit word, and then how do I be as wise and as mindful as Master Yoda, and bring those two together and become in a way like Obi-Wan, but in real life, not in a galaxy far, far away. So how can I strive to do that where I'm harnessing both? And then I think the other question that's really interesting is how can I harness both the light and the dark side and kind of find that balance as well, knowing that there's times where you need the dark side a little bit, and there's times where you want to live in the light side for the majority of the time. So the idea of this group has been ruminating in my head. When Book of Boba Fett came out, I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to do a fitness challenge around Book of Boba Fett where we get together and we review the episode and talk about this, thing that we're all super passionate about, and then check in and be like, oh yeah, how's your workouts going? How's your nutrition? Here's a little bit of tips, support, boom, boom, and create a fun little challenge around that. So I got some ideas. If you stick around, I'll talk through those ideas, but that was kind of the initial point where I was like, oh, I kind of want to create a community where I can just have this conversation rather than going on Reddit or rather than waiting for my favorite podcast, Rebel Force Radio, to release new content. And I'm like, I need more content, even though Disney's giving us so much content already. And it's the best time possible to be a Star Wars fan. So the tipping point was probably a few months ago or a few weeks ago. I called in and got onto Rebel Force Radio. If you don't know it, it's the biggest Star Wars podcast out there. Jimmy Mack and forget the other guy's name. Just totally remember. Jason Swank and Jimmy Mack. Shout out if you guys ever listen to this or if you ever joined the group. But I was able to get on, and we were talking about Book of Boba Fett season finale, and I was just saying what my thoughts were. I was like, holy cow, this is cool. I want this. And so rather than waiting for someone to create it, as an entrepreneur and a creator, I created it. So you're here. Welcome. And I want to just dive a little bit into the things that are going to be in this group, the things that we will talk about, the things that we will do, events, fun things. And so this group really is for you. If one, you love Star Wars. If you don't love Star Wars, it's not going to be a group for you. But you also love health and fitness, and it's important to you, or you want it to be important to you, and you want a fun way to get in shape. I think that's one thing that I've noticed from a fitness and working out standpoint is when it's community driven and it's just more fun, then it's easier than just taking what is the most scientific approach and how can I go and do that. And I do that in my main business and love doing it, and it's really good. But I also want something that's more fun focused and kind of puts the community first, and then we work out. So we're anywhere from memes. If we're going to upload funny memes to laugh at, all for that. If we're going to do, reviews of episodes or thoughts or theories, speculation, all that stuff's fun to me. We'll do, favorite characters, best Jedi ever, and really fun opinion pieces. We will definitely do online and in-person events. An event that I'm heading to in a couple months is ICCCon in Nashville, which is literally a Star Wars Comic-Con type event, and there's the lineup, and Anthony Daniels is going to be there, and Ian McDermott's going to be there, and all these actors from the Star Wars franchise. I'm like, this is sick. I'm going to be so pumped. My brother and I are going. But then if you check out the roadmap in the initial like welcome message, one of the first things we'll do from a fitness standpoint is a Kenobi Kickstart 8-week challenge. And we're going to center it and time it with the episodes that we'll be releasing for the Kenobi series. It'll be an 8-week challenge. We'll do group calls for support, but also just talk about the episode, thoughts, speculations, reviews, things we like, things we didn't like. And then there'll be prizes, whether that's an Obi-Wan action figure, and you can win the Obi-Wan action figure, or maybe it'll be a helmet, or maybe it'll be a lightsaber. Who knows? Haven't decided yet. But that's the whole thing, is like, it's going to be something fun, something you want to do, something you want to get, and we'll just keep jamming. But one of the other things I really want to use this community to explore and have really fun, cool conversations with people, whether I bring guests on or just people of the community, is really exploring the central themes that I think we don't give enough attention. It's almost like Star Wars is this like tome, or like it's like manuals. Like, if you apply these things, you will have a better life. And what I mean by that is there's so many quotes that just stand out. And I'll just kind of go off some, and maybe this will help bring into clarity a little bit of what I'm talking about. But like, one of my favorite quotes is the Qui-Gon Jinn quote, "Your focus determines your reality." How can we apply that thought and perspective of, man, if I'm always focused on the negative, I will always get the negative, right? So it's this wise Jedi master saying something, and we think it's just a quote, but in reality, it's George saying, hey, this is like a really central theme to life. If you can wrap your head around this, like, it'll be better. There's always a bigger fish in fitness. There's always someone skinnier, always someone stronger, always someone faster. So if you can take this perspective, man, there's always a bigger fish. I'm not going to get stressed out about it. How can that improve your life? You got the Yoda. That is why you fail. It's like, I think one of the deepest ones when Luke's like, I don't believe it. He's not able to bring the X-Wing out of the water in Dagobah. And Yoda's like, all right, I'll just do it. And he's like, I don't believe it. And he's like, that is why you fail. Boom. Maybe that's the reason why we're all failing. We just don't believe that we can do it. Then we got the other quote in Empire Strikes Back when Luke's going into the cave, and Luke's like, what's in there? And Yoda's like, only what you take with you. Oh, wow. So it's like only the stories and traumas and programs and thoughts that I bring with me into a situation is what is I'm going to find, right? Kind of another version of your focus determines your reality. Anyone who loves the Clone Wars is going to know that every single episode starts with this kind of like episode themed quote. It's a couple that I just grabbed right off the first episodes I was watching earlier today. A plan is only as good as those who see it through. So how does that apply from a fitness standpoint? It's like, I could give you the best workout plan ever, the best meal plan ever. But if you don't see it through, it's not that good. But if you do see it through, it'll probably be amazing. The best confidence builder is experience. There's no shortcut to feeling confident. Maybe you're public speaking, in sales, doing a podcast, creating your own community, creating your own business. You're going to be more confident the more experience you get. There's no shortcut to experience. Confidence comes from being in the fire. So I'll wrap this one up, but I am so excited to be creating this community for myself, you, and any other Star Wars fans that join. And I'm excited to see where it grows and how I get better and how the content evolves and the different people that I'll meet and run into. So one quick little caveat, this is not a place for complaining about Disney or just being a negative Nancy or being a Jabba the Hutt and just sucking. Like, if you just suck as a person, don't come in. If you're trying to get better as a person, absolutely, you can be in this group. But it's definitely not about playing a victim card and complaining about why you're out of shape. It's like, if you're going to come into this group, look for solutions and go and apply those solutions. This is definitely not a group for Harry Potter or Marvel or Lord of the Rings, all things that I love, but like, this is a Star Wars community. So if you are more interested in creating a community like that, or you want to be Jabba the Hutt and you want to complain about Disney, go create your own group of negativity and you can just enjoy your own Sarlacc pit. If that resonates with you, welcome to the Republic Army. I promise that this will be a fun Star Wars community where I'm going to share fun Star Wars content, reviews, news, fitness challenges. I'll provide workouts and ration lists, different from recipe lists. Remember, this is the Republic Army. We need rations. I'll create a space to have thought-provoking discourse around core themes within the Star Wars universe. And I'm really glad that you're here. So all I want you to do, if you are inside the Facebook group right now, or if you are watching this maybe on YouTube or maybe somewhere on social media, Say hi in the comments. Say who your favorite character is and your favorite quote. Share this with a Star Wars fan. Bring them into the community. All the links are going to be below the show or the episode notes. So definitely go and check those out and just let us know what brought you in here. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My name is Paul, but you can call me CT. Actually, no, I guess it would be I am CT3939, but you can call me Paul. And the 3939 comes from my college baseball number. Played college baseball and was a catcher. So 39 was my number. So I went 3939. I would have gone fives because that literally is my favorite number, but it's already taken by fives. So with that, I'm going to sign off. So welcome to the community. Thank you for listening to the Trooper Transmission. I'll catch you in the next episode.